You won't believe what happened today. After parking and breathing fresh air, Gyodol had a gun shoved to his head by Lasu, who pushed him to the cliff's edge. Just as he aimed to kill Gyodol, the villain died from talking too much gunshot, blood spurting from Lausu's chest. Turns out, Susan went full hero mode at the last moment, and the sheriff and his deputies showed up just in time, rescuing all the victims. Gyodol and Susan lived happily ever after, but the man in the hospital stumbled upon a horrifying secret. The nurse wore black high heels and had gun tattoos on her thigh. Even crazier, her face was caked with makeup, and the doctor, who was supposed to be on sick leave, stood right in front of him, looking like he just rolled out of. Just when he was scratching his head about it, he saw blood leaking through the door crack and freaked out, hastily pushing the medical room door open. He barged in as the fake doctor hid a syringe, ready to strike when caught, but the man was lightning fast. He kicked over a bed, cornered them, prepared iron bars for a taste of life and death, then opened the vent, letting Jack escape first. He decided to stay behind and hold off the thugs, but just as he was dragging the metal rack, a big guy charged in and took him down. During the scuffle, he grabbed a surgical knife off the floor and jabbed it decisively, then quickly got back up and unexpectedly found 2 deadly weapons. They fired wildly at him, but a wooden steel door blocked it. He rolled in, taking advantage of the distraction. With a little sidestep, he leaped into the storage room, found an oxygen tank, and pushed an air conditioner. Then he began to work his alcohol magic, smashing a bottle at the hallway lights, resulting in a loud bang, using the explosion as cover for their daring escape from the hospital. They dashed to the garage and sped off. Little did he know, the enemies had already planted a tracking bomb in the car. He just wanted to get the boy home as fast as. But this seemingly safe guy wasn't just a regular driver. Gyodol was a former special forces captain who had participated in various counterattacks. After retirement, he became a super courier, but business was poor, so he graduated to a dedicated driver, only to face this mess on day one. Thinking he was safe, Gyodol arrived at Jack's only to get a mysterious call from ruthless robbers. They had snipers lying in wait 3 kilometers away, aimed directly at the boy's forehead. Though his car was armored, the 7.62mm armor-piercing round, the thugs threatened him to bring the boy to them, or they'd prepare for the worst. Just then, a female assassin showed up, all for Jack's safety. Helpless, Gyodol let them in, seeing Lena, the boy's mom, running over. He shook his head, signaling not to act rashly. He quickly drove off when suddenly a police car passed by. Seeing that, the woman immediately opened fire. Gyodol slammed the gas and plowed through the car in front to speed away, but before long, they were surrounded by the cops, kicking off a thrilling life or death chase. Gyodol drove into an alley, using the blind spots to hide. He watched the police cars get totally confused. Then he zigzagged through various side streets, leaving the police cars spinning and crashing into each other. But despite his amazing driving, he still couldn't outmaneuver dozens of police cars closing in, so he decided to make a desperate move, spiraling upward around a parking lot to hit the roof. Gyodol blew through the railing and flew straight to the adjacent unfinished building. This entire sequence of actions was nothing short of an Audi flying dream come true. But before he could catch his breath, an armed helicopter appeared out of nowhere. The female assassin went wild, and the chopper was blown to bits. Shortly after, Gyodol handed the boy over to mob boss Carl, who immediately called the boy's family, demanding a ransom of 5 million, or else prepare for a funeral. But surprisingly, he let Gyodol go. Gyodol thought the delivery fee. But Carl pulled out a gun and ordered him to scram. Gyodol suddenly noticed the bomb seemed like they planned to destroy him and the car together. Coincidentally, he definitely wasn't about to go down without a fight. He slammed the gas and sped out of the dock, leaping over the ramp and flying into the sky. He successfully hooked the bomb, and this kind of skill was ridiculously impressive. Watching Carl depart on a boat, Gyodol sensed that this was way more complicated than a mere kidnapping. Even the investigating officers didn't believe him. Suspecting Gyodol was in cahoots with the robbers, he began his own investigation. First at the clinic, he spotted the fake doctor on security footage. After copying the guy's info, Gyodol went to the ward and finally found the lost real syringe, but guess what? 2 detectives appeared. He dodged instantly, syringe obliterated. Gyodol sprang into action. With a few swift moves, he rendered the 2 detectives completely helpless, losing his only clue, and infuriated Gyodol had no more tricks up his sleeve. So, he vented his frustration on the detectives, then casually took an empty syringe and a bottle of water as he left. Gyodol sent the doctor's photo to the sheriff and quickly got a match for the guy's ID. Turns out he was a biology PhD. The robber was getting ready to make a run for it when he bumped straight into Gyodol, drawing his gun to save himself, while Gyodol executed some pinpoint moves. He effortlessly dodged all the bullets, and seeing this, the robber panicked and fled, and the 2 chased into a mall where he even grabbed a pregnant woman as a shield. Using the crowd for cover, he made a run for it to the street. Gyodol wasn't having it. He leaped, grabbed a banner, and jumped onto a jet ski below. The bikini beauty didn't react, tossed to the back seat. Gyodol accelerated for a coastal chase. The robber hopped onto a bus to escape, but it was too late. Gyodol followed closely and caught him, jabbed the syringe straight into his leg without a second thought. Although he had no idea what the drug was, the guy's terrified face made it clear it was no good. The thug hurried off. Gyodol didn't go after him but silently followed. At the same time, the boy's father complied with the instructions. He put the 5M ransom at the spot, but oddly, they told police the boy's location before collecting it. The crowd hurried to the scene, found the kid unharmed, and the family joyfully embraced, thinking it was all just a big joke. Little did they know, a massive conspiracy was just getting started on the other side. Gyodol tracked the robber to an abandoned factory. Astonished plastic dividers created observation areas. Subscribe to our channel for more amazing content, and let's uncover the truth behind this massive conspiracy together.